AITA for expecting my millionaire boyfriend of 10 years to help me after I gave him my all? I am 40 years old, and I have been with my partner for 9.5 years. He has always had difficulty fully committing to me because I am a single mother. I had my children at a very young age and spent years struggling, moving in and out of homeless shelters and relying on government assistance to survive. Through relentless effort, I lifted us out of poverty and began earning a stable income in my early 30s. I put 2 of my children through college. They are now in their 20s and have built successful careers. My youngest is still in school, living in his college dorm. I never received any child support. Their father was extremely physically abusive, and I am grateful we escaped that relationship with our lives. I met my boyfriend, Scott, during my 30s. He struggled deeply with my role as a mother, but after years of ups and downs, he proposed and we moved in together. From the start, we split all expenses 50-50, even though he earns 3 times what I do. I worked 80 to 100 hours every week just to cover rent, groceries, and bills. He never once suggested adjusting the split to reflect our income difference. He chose a luxury apartment with a doorman, a high-end gym, and expensive amenities. I had to take on extra shifts and overtime just to afford his chosen lifestyle while still making sure my children were cared for. I believed that over time, seeing me exhausted and overworked would lead him to offer support. I thought that love meant sharing burdens. I hoped he would eventually see how capable and kind my children are and want to help them too. He has multiple millions saved. He talks about his wealth constantly, his investments, his bank balances, the luxury car I am not allowed to drive, and the expensive vacations and condos he plans to buy. When we travel together, I always pay for my half, often going into debt to keep up. My children are never invited on these trips. I take them on separate vacations on my own. He has never once offered to help with their expenses. This year, my son needed help with his tuition. He was denied a student loan, and I was short by a large amount. I asked Scott for assistance. He paid the deposit, but immediately made it clear this was a loan. He gave me a strict timeline for repayment. When I could not pay on time, he insisted I take out another loan just to repay him. So, am I the one in the wrong for expecting more? Is it normal for a man with immense wealth to treat his partner of nearly 10 years this way? I feel like I am living in poverty while sharing a home with a millionaire. I do everything for him, cooking all meals, providing intimacy, giving daily massages because he loves having his back touched, and maintaining relationships with his family and friends. Meanwhile, he works only 8 days a month and sleeps until noon. I am at work by 7 o'clock every morning. He told me I am an awful person for expecting any man to take responsibility for my adult children. He said I am wrong for wanting to help them in their 20s. But they are just starting their careers in one of the most expensive cities in the world. Supporting them feels natural, not selfish. He wants me to spend all my money on a luxury home with him. When I said I would rather help my children until they are fully independent, he called me an idiot. Now I see I have been doing everything alone, and he has become a burden with his endless demands. I am ready to leave. So, am I the one in the wrong for asking for basic support after giving him a decade of my life?